What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode 3 of Market Watch. I'm here again with Blue, Elval, and ML Rook. This time I got it right. What's going on, guys? How you guys feeling?
Pretty
I'm
good.
ready for BT16.
Ready for
That's all.
BT16? Absolutely, man. 100%. Everybody's hyped, bro. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna touch this up real quick. Game Nerds has restock again. They were recently out of stock and they just restocked.
Oh, did they really?
Yes, sir. So if you guys are trying to get those boxes, trying to get a nice little deal, go ahead and check out Game Nerds. Game Nerds sponsor me, free boxes. No, I'm just kidding. But all right, let's get into this. You guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
Ready?
Sure.
Let's go. Let's go. So today we got the review of the new Hex. I want to touch this card up because obviously people are buying it. They're going crazy. Blue had mentioned this before. I don't think it's more than a 2 in the deck.
If you
But
play it at all, you really see the retrain or the new Hexablow is by leagues a glow up of what this is, and it's much better. So if you were to play this, if you needed a card with Hexablow in name, if you had to play this, it's in low counts, very much so.
Mhm.
yeah, 1, 2 of it's still a cheap buy. You could go ahead and get that.
I
Nothing
mean,
too
if
crazy.
anything, you would probably play Dianamon over that one.
Yeah, you think
Mhm.
so? Interesting. Guys, Magnamon New Awakening continues to go up. This is a 4 of. This is a must-have in your Magnamon deck. I do believe it will go up a little higher, especially on release date. Just because people are going to be anxious to get it. So try to grab your copies now. If you got some copies to sell, now's the time to sell it as well. But yeah,
I
Magnemon's
think
definitely on the uprise.
armor deck is always gonna be like a fan favorite. So it's always gonna be there. It's always gonna be a deck that will see support and continue to see support. Well, not always, but it's like
And yeah,
it's
it's
like
like Vmon, Agumon, Evolution. We got Galimon. I hear you. I hear you. I
well, I was
completely
gonna say it's more like gonna be like security control. Like it never goes away.
right.
The card is supposed to be getting a reprint in LM2, but we have, to this date, no idea when we are going to or how we are getting that distributed in the States, or even if we are going to be getting it. So right now, this is the price it's going to be for majority of all of BT16. So if you want to play Magna X, this is the price point you're probably going to be see it at, if not higher.
Yeah,
So
I
that
definitely
again
recommend
might
getting them
depend on.
now. I guarantee you, in release date, this will go higher. Just because people are gonna wanna, get them. Next up, Mega Kabuterimon. Mega Kabuterimon Ace is picking up. People are super excited for the Tyrann bug deck. They're going crazy buying it. I personally love this deck. I find it extremely fun. It's not, I mean, too fast, but it's super fun deck, bro. I'm obsessed with it right now.
Once you get that Tyrant on the board,
Yeah,
it's
man.
really a struggle to get it off the board for your opponent.
Nah, you play with Grand Kawaga, you play Grand Kawaga for free. Bouncing back stuff, and then on top of that, you get buffs, get to delete tamers. No, it's a very, very, very fun deck. So make sure you get your copies now. This will continue, especially same thing on release date. It will go up, I guarantee it. Next card up, we got Kawagamon. The promo is going down. But if you are trying to get your copies, I definitely recommend you to get them now. Like 25 for the promo is not bad. This has
It's a good card. It's a good card. It's not a 4 of. I think it's maybe 2 or 3 max.
I
but
wouldn't
I
want
agree.
more than 2.
Yeah.
I
And
think the problem is the deck base is tight as it is, so you kind of run out of spots. But I personally agree with Rook. I would run it as 2, but that's just because you really are trying to stretch the amount of space you have in this deck to work with.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Which, by the way, what other cards will you run in the deck? I'm actually curious about that. I'll run 2 Kawagamons, the 4 Kabuterimons, and what are your intakes on the other 4?
Or yeah, I think you
Blade
need 4
Kawaga.
Blade Kawaga.
Yeah.
You need, I
Blade
think
Kawaga, just because of the buff, right? The DP buff.
Level 4 that can have 11k DP really early game is pretty dang
Insane.
good.
100%. All right, so we're on the same page. Stingmon only has 3 listings left. Wait, wasn't this 4 like a second ago?
It was.
It was, right? That this is flying off the chart. It is at 20 and then it hits a 30 $40 mark here. Everybody's picking up, and let me tell you something. Imperiumon is a good deck, in my opinion.
A good deck, and it's a very budget-friendly deck. So for those that do want to spend the money to bling their deck out, there are very few pieces to do it with, this being one of them. So that's why we're not seeing a whole lot, and why we're seeing it at high prices.
And then looking past BT16, I mean, the Imperial Drum Paladin Ace
Oh,
is
100%.
just such a good card that
It just keeps getting
ju-
gas.
It just keeps on going, and it's one of the best decks in the format for BT17.
I agree. No, and what Elvin said, it's a fan favorite, so it will continue to get support. All right, next up, Quartzmon. Quartzmon is going down in price. If you guys are trying to get your Quartzmon, make sure to get them now. We got one listing at 15, then we're going back to the 16, 17s, but I think Quartzmon's one of those cards that you definitely want at least 1 or 2 of them in your green decks. It's kind of like a Death X type of thing that you want your Quartzmon. This could save you the game.
It's a very big floodgatey, big power card that you want to always have a copy or 2 of in your collection, kind of like Death X, because it can always go back into style where you need to put this in, like, again, for Tyrant. I don't know if you do run it, but I can see how easily you can just kind of tech this into Tyrant using your own bodies, and you pretty much just solidified your game state to, like, be untouchable.
And don't forget that green has the one of hidden potential discovered, so you can go into this and be able to
Remind me.
just gain memory and then just take off. Yeah. No, I'm telling you, this could literally save you the game. So this is definitely something you want to pick up quick.
Especially with those wide boards nowadays. I mean, you drop this, you can trash, 1, 2, potentially 3 security, depending on how many bodies your opponent has on the board, and then just win for game. It's pretty insane.
Yeah,
Not to be the
100%.
dead horse too. This is also a card in LMO2 where we do not know when it's getting a reprint. This is your only copy outside of the alt art. So this is your baseline price.
Yeah, so that's definitely something to consider. We got Morphomon. We got one listing. Actually, it's damaged. Never mind. It's about in the $10 range. Listen, there's a lot of contradiction to this card, but I think have your copies on deck because you never know what could pop out as far as like reviews go. And the second another Eosmon, we just got one recently, but you never know. The second another Eosmon or any type of support tamer or something like that gets revealed, this card is gonna blow up. I truly think so. I would definitely get my copies now. The effects are good, the inherit is good, and L, you were mentioning something about the previous review.
Huh? Like, I, I just said, it's a good card. I wouldn't go crazy about it.
You want to play the deck, you buy the card, kind of thing.
Yeah, if you want to play the deck, you buy the card.
For sure. Oh, Blue, you were saying about something that it is seeing some play in the Japanese meta. There you go.
Oh yeah, that there were, I think, 1 or 2 decks that were topping in Japan right now. I don't think it was for any insane like large person tournament, but still that it was able to beat out other decks. So it may have some staying power, maybe not like the other decks do, but worth looking into.
Yeah, for sure. Ukemon pre-release, man. I would love to say it at the same time. Don't buy pre-releases. No, I'm just kidding. But Ukemon is seeing a lot of buys here. People are going crazy buying them. Look at that.
I think $5.
It's gonna be the next cool boy.
I think
I
$5.
feel like
is fair.
Pokemon would be like the meme water is wet. Like if you're not running Pokemon, then like what are you doing?
For sure. But I do think it is gonna be a great staple in the decks, bro. So I wouldn't really buy. Now I was telling the guys earlier, this will go down once the set is officially out. Just because of the demand of copies and people pulling them. But I mean, if you wanna secure that bag, you can go ahead and get it. I personally would wait.
If you
Don't.
want to buy this card, wait till release day. He's going to be between $4 and $7 is my bet. Um, that's when you pick this up because it is going to go back up. The stock for this card is going to sink like a rock. It's going to be virtually in, and then it's going to be out. And when it is in, it's going to be at $10+.
I agree. I agree. So wait to release day. Try to get your copies, and then yeah, let's play the waiting game. See what goes down. Cool Boy. They're talking about the new Cool Boy. Cool Boy is going up in price. Is at $5 right now. I believe the most it's ever gone is $8, right? If I'm not mistaken. At one point, or like 10.
Yeah.
At one point,
it was
I sold some for $12 at one point.
Jeez, damn! I wish I would have jumped on that right on time. But people are picking it up. People, I'm not sure entirely why, but you got your Cool Boy. Sell them now. I don't think they'll go a little
Yeah.
higher. It might spike up to like 6, 7, but nothing too crazy after that, in my opinion. Next up, we got TK. Go ahead, Rook, take the lead here.
I mean, 17 is an incredibly fair price. $18 is an incredibly fair price for a tamer that is going to see play through BT16 with vaccine armor, and then EX6 with the 3-rate angels, and then you just look at the BT17 meta, and the armor vaccine is still one of the best decks of the format. So it's a good investment for the next few sets. And honestly, this card is just such a great card to play down, be able to grab from security, and be able to tuck in any vaccine that you want. I mean, it's just I think it's got
It's
a
an
lot of
overall
staying
good
power.
card, yeah.
Yeah.
I agree 100%. So guys, make sure you guys get your copies now, because this has potential to. I mean, just look, we got one listed at 18, two listed at 18, and then it's almost at that $20 mark right here. 25. It will continue to go up. So make sure you get your cards now. Like
16
Rook
listings
said,
isn't much.
yeah, it
16
really isn't.
listings isn't that much.
Especially if you're trying to run a playset. We're talking 4 playsets here, more or less. You know. Next card, Chaos Dramon. Chaos Dramon. People are picking this card up. So we were having a debate now. We're not sure entirely why, but it is seeing some buys.
It's very odd because I mean, like, I guess if you want to play the deck, you do need the card, but I guess we're squeaking out a little bit of like a BT15 meta where I guess the deck still is. It's present, but I don't think it is by any means like, a high way topping deck right now. Rook can speak for it. He has played and knows he's experienced with the deck more than I think most people in this group do right now. But I also don't understand why right now specifically
Yeah, people
it's
are picking
being
it up.
purchased.
It's
Yeah,
a very,
bit weird.
very strange trend. I truly don't understand. I mean, I played through it. I know people have been trying ever since the BT15 support came out, but I would expect this card to have gone through this type of trend before and at the release of BT15, not now, not at the end of the
Maybe maybe it's just a deck people really want to make work, and I can understand that, right? Like
That's a fan
wanting to
favorite.
make your favorite deck, right? I get it.
Yeah. People are, especially America. America loves their machine Dramon.
format.
You know. Next up, Lucimon. Bro, $12, guys. $12.
Yeah. $12. I mean, I don't know. Depending on the support that we get in BT18, I don't know how many of this is going to be ran, but it's just a really good card. And if you're able to play out Lucimons for free, being able to pop a Tamer or a level 6 Digimon is super nice. So you might be able.
Hey,
You might be running this at 1 or 2 of, and I would just kind of just prepare for the future for BT18.
100%.
yeah, being a Lucimon in name, and even in this current day, we're still lacking, I think, enough tamer hate to where I think it's prevalent in all colors. So having that in your deck, where we don't know what the meta is going to look like, by this time in our space in the U.S. in what is this, October, November. I think $12 for 1 to 3 copies of this guy. Again, we don't know how many we're going to want to need or whatever. Might not be a bad idea.
Yeah. So make sure you guys get your copies now. It is pretty cheap, guys. Don't sleep on it. Next card up, we got Angelwoman. And Angelomon. We were talking about this. It's at a fair price. Such a good card, and then on top of that, we only got 13 listings left till it hits that $40 mark, basically. You know, we got what, 2 listings? Me personally, I don't play the Mastermind deck, but we know Rook does, and what, you definitely recommend it, right?
I would say that this is maybe a 2 or 3 of just being able to search your security and get out crucial pieces is really nice. Also, using the BT11 Mira's effect, you can play out, gain memory, and it combos really well with the new Mira as well. If you have both on board, you can actually gain memory and make playing out level 4s like Gatomon even cheaper.
Give them blocker, right?
Yeah, and all of your mons on the board except for your Gatomons gain blocker. So it's a good card. It's a solid card. I have my 2 or 3 copies ready to go, but I would definitely recommend picking it up before it skyrockets again before EX06.
Yeah, like I said, 2 listings left, guys, and then we're hitting that $40 mark, more or less. There's not a lot of listings left, honest. Whoa, 114 there. But yeah, guys, definitely something to look into. Keen Sukumon, blue, go for it, man.
I love my poopy boy. Okay, so for those that are in the know, nature spirits, which is one of the big themes in EX7, we have gotten revealed, if you are following the VPETs, 2 of the 3 main lines, which are Saber Leomon, which we just had revealed today in the form of an ace, and Eldoradimon, which is just I think just a rare or an uncommon. The last card is Metal Edamon. Now, if we are going to get something of the sort, I am speculating we're going to be getting a yellow-black or just maybe something along the lines of maybe just a yellow or just a black Edamon, Metal Edamon even, level 6 ace. That would be great for the deck. So I'm thinking right now, if you're going to beat the curve, buying the King Sukumon, this is the high rarity version of it, it's very cheap, and I could see this going to $5, maybe even upwards of $11. Just going forward, because I think there's a decent amount of listings, but
It is getting picked up.
before before too long it's gonna go off. And I think really the Edamon deck only needs a little bit more support before it's able to really pop off. All the Edamons are able to, from top deck or from security or from anywhere, able to just spam out these monkeys and these poop, and it's very easy to swarm the board. And with other cards like Garubimon Ace, where you're able to ace off of the body and then you're doing damage per every body you have, it's very easy to put yourself in a very good state to counterattack. So I think for that, also King Sukumon is a really funny card to mess with and just grief your opponent.
It's definitely an
Goodbye.
interesting card. I was playing it earlier in the match, and by turn 3, you already got 3-4 bodies easily. You know.
And he can use your bodies if it's able to turn you into a Sukumon token. If he gets deleted, you're getting deleted.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, boy.
The big
You
Uno
get-
reverse card.
Yeah.
I
Right.
beat Lyle with
Yeah.
Sukumon.
I was going to that now, guys. Also, I'm gonna go ahead and point out real quick. Remember, BT15 was a very, how can I say, mature. What's the word I'm looking for? It was a very specific set, just because it was a lot harder to find these cards. So anything within the BT11 format, look into it. I'm telling you, as a seller perspective, there's definitely some profit to be made there, And Kinsuka, being so low, you could definitely pick that out because Edamon is another like villain favorite. We're talking about first gen, So this is definitely a good pickup. I believe so, at least. I'm 100% aboard with blue here. So yeah, next, Zudamon Ace, bro. Listen, $10 for this card. I think it's fair. This card is amazing. I know everybody touches base with it. I know everybody talks about it, especially now with the new Hex. The fact that you could remove sources and everything, this card will go up. I don't care what nobody says. This card is amazing. Being able to blast Digivolve and bouncing back.
Yeah, no one's opening BT14 anymore. There are a good amount of copies, but that should speak for its staying power. It's $10 with still 27 listings. Source strip is a mechanic that is, unfortunately, whether you love it or hate it, it's not going away anytime soon, as we can see both in the meta and just as the game is progressing. Meaning Zudo being able to trash any two sources. You have an ace tucked under, that's my memory back. Thank you. You have a really malicious ability you need to get rid of, retaliation, blocker, anything. This can
Any
help
type of
secure your
protection,
spot.
yeah.
Exactly. As long as that stack does not have generic protection like Magna, you're able to get rid of it. So pretty worthwhile, safe investment.
Yeah, there's only very few decks that can actually protect about it, going back to Tyranna, like you said, Magna and stuff like that. So this is definitely, at the very least a two of, and in each blue deck. So
But especially moving forward with BT16 Mirage, we're going to see this played at probably 2, 3, potentially 4 of, depending on
Yep.
how you actually play the deck. But it's pretty insane.
for sure, for sure. I wanted to touch up the trainings real quick. The trainings are going down in price. We do have revealed that we will get like alternative arts towards it. We got agility going down here by like a couple bucks. We got red going up, and then physical training. Physical training. I do believe you want to pick these cards up ASAP. 250 is not bad
Yeah,
at all.
I don't know why physical is so low, considering one of the best decks coming up is going to be Armor Vaccine. So definitely, if you want to play that deck, you grab physical. But I will. My 2 cents here is if you have a set of these cards and it is in a color you do not see yourself playing by September, you sell it.
Yeah.
If you want to keep it, you keep it. But if you're not playing it, sell it, because if you're probably going to be buying those starter decks when they come out anyway to get a playset of cards, just get that in September or October, and you're good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. I think they're fair prices, to be honest, man. No, these trainings are such good cards, man, that I think at least in the $5 range. I don't know so much the yellow. I mean the yellow, the green being almost at 10 and stuff, but all the other ones I think they're fair prices.
I think honestly, if you want to make a quick buck, it might be worth just picking up as many physical trainings as you can, because once the Exo 6 hits with 3 Great Angels, people are going to want that card.
Yeah, for
Mhm.
sure. Like I made sure to
Regardless of how
buy
far away the
buy
release
my
point is.
physical. I bought the red ones. I bought the black ones. I bought a couple of them. I got my green on my bug deck. So definitely, guys, try to pick these up as fast as possible, cause yeah, I don't think they will go up, but it's definitely a must-have in the decks, bro. And then lastly, second anniversary seal set, right? So check these guys. Check this out. We got about 2 listings at 80. Then we got a 90. I was talking to the guys about this. With the cards that it comes with, right? We get basically these golden cards. We get one of, right? And then we got the frontier cards, which they come with 2 in the set. Now, if you add all of this up, you'll make like about 130 to 140, give or take, right? You're making profit, right? And on top of that, these are starting to pick up. These hybrid cards are starting to pick up. I think it's a good buy if you're trying to make a couple bucks. What are we talking? We're talking 40-ish, $50 profit here. If not, you
It's a
could just
huge
pay the
profit.
waiting. Yeah,
Huge profit that you
And,
can make off of this.
I agree, and I do think the cards will continue to grow a little higher, especially with the with BT18 being a frontier set. I do think they will come up. Like for example, we got Kazemon going up here. I believe this was lower if I'm not mistaken. Maybe not. No, I was wrong. Oh no.
Yeah. I think that also with the
Oh, here you go.
BT17 Ancient Garurumon and Ancient Greymon, I think that the prices for those two will also increase, because those are the promo ones where you can go right into them for that turn. So
That was the Kumamon that was going up. Aguni went up a little. Beetle. Oh, purple as well. Everybody's super excited. We
getting
do.
Duskmon.
I think it's wishful thinking, or maybe not. But everybody wants that purple hybrid support.
Mhm.
I believe blue. We were touching up the Pokemon last set. But
I think Pokemon is a sleeper. I think it's gonna pop off.
I think so
It's a
too.
good
But
art too. Good art.
no, bro, all of them are honestly. My personal favorite. Look, I'm huge on red and on blue, as far as playing. But my favorite right now is Beetlemon. This thing looks badass, bro.
He's a big bad Beetleborg, man. What's there to hate?
Yeah,
Mhm.
damn, bring it back with the nostalgia. I like it. I like it. But yeah, guys, definitely like I would definitely pick up if you're trying to make a quick buck or two, you know.
Mhm.
But other than that, that's pretty much it for the market watch this video, guys. Make sure to like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell. If there's anything you guys want to touch up, anything that you think we should look into, please leave us a comment down below. What do you guys think about the videos? You know, how can we better it? And aside from that, man, yeah, thank you guys. Thank you guys for being here on the video with me today.
Thank you
Of course,
for
anytime.
inviting me.
Absolutely, absolutely. So stay tuned for next week's video. Like always, much love. Appreciate it.